Isabella Clarke always believed that the love between her and her older sister, Naomi, was unshakable. They were raised in a close-knit family, sharing toys, secrets, and dreams in their quiet London home. But as they grew older, something dark settled between them, a silent rivalry Naomi never admitted. Isabella was gentle, creative, and loved by everyone. Naomi, bold and outspoken, had always been the center of attention when they were young. But now, everyone admired Isabella. And admiration slowly turned into Naomi's silent, deadly jealousy. Isabella ran a small but growing tailoring business from home. Her designs were becoming popular online, with clients praising her talent and creativity. Naomi, meanwhile, was stuck in a job she hated, her life feeling stagnant while Isabella's shined brighter each day. It didn't help that Liam Carter, the man Naomi had liked for years, fell deeply in love with Isabella instead. He adored her softness, her artistry, her kindness. Naomi congratulated them, but behind her smile, something cracked. When Isabella received a life-changing invitation to showcase her work at a major winter fashion exhibition, the entire family celebrated. Their parents hugged her. Liam took her out to dinner. Relatives called to congratulate her. Everyone cheered for Isabella. Everyone except Naomi. That night, Naomi sat alone in her room, staring at the wall as anger filled her chest. "It's always her," she whispered through clenched teeth. "She takes everything. Everything I want." Jealousy became a plan. 3 nights before the exhibition, Naomi suggested a sister bonding night, claiming Isabella was working too hard. Isabella agreed, tired but happy to relax. They watched movies, laughed, and drank tea. But Naomi had slipped a mild sleeping pill into Isabella's cup, just enough to make her sleep deeply. When Isabella finally drifted off, Naomi took the studio keys from her pocket. She entered the small sewing room filled with beautiful fabrics and half-finished dresses. For a moment she hesitated, but jealousy pushed her forward. Naomi turned on Isabella's laptop and deleted every digital sketch. Then, she took the USB backups from the drawer and smashed them. She ripped the final fabric order receipt Isabella needed for the exhibition. Then she did worse, much worse. Naomi picked up scissors and slashed the dresses Isabella had almost finished. She poured nail polish remover on delicate materials, causing stains that could never be fixed. She tore seams apart and tossed threads everywhere. She left only one dress untouched, to make the destruction look like some break-in. Standing in the middle of the ruined room, Naomi whispered, "Let's see what you become without your precious talent." The next morning, Isabella entered her studio and froze. She let out a scream so painful the whole house rushed in. Her mother held her as she burst into sobs. Liam arrived minutes later, devastated for her. Naomi stood in the doorway, pretending to cry. "Who could do this?" she whispered, her voice trembling with fake concern. But Naomi wasn't finished. Later that day, she pulled Liam aside. Quietly, tearfully, she whispered, "Liam, I don't want to hurt you, but Isabella has been messaging someone behind your back." She showed him fabricated screenshots she had made, fake conversations of Isabella flirting with another man. "I didn't want to tell you, but I couldn't let you be blindsided." Liam felt his heart shatter. He confronted Isabella that night, confused and hurt. She denied everything, but he needed time to think. He walked out of the house, leaving Isabella heartbroken on the floor. Naomi watched him leave, her lips twisting into the faintest smile. The next 2 days were agony. Isabella cried until she couldn't anymore. Her work was gone, her relationship broken, her dream exhibition destroyed. But Isabella had something Naomi didn't, inner strength. 2 nights before the exhibition, Isabella woke up at 2 a.m. She walked into her ruined studio, sat among the wreckage, and whispered, "I won't let this be the end." She stood up. She gathered leftover fabrics. She drafted new ideas. And she started sewing, hands trembling, eyes burning, but heart unbroken. She worked until sunrise, stitching through pain, exhaustion, and heartbreak. With only scraps left, she rebuilt 3 beautiful dresses. The day of the exhibition arrived. Isabella walked in looking tired but determined. People whispered when they saw she brought only 3 pieces, but when the models stepped onto the runway, the room fell completely silent. Her designs were raw, emotional, breathtaking. When the final model walked, the entire hall rose to their feet. Isabella received thunderous applause, louder than any designer that night. After the show, while she greeted guests, her phone buzzed. The event security team had sent her CCTV footage from outside her home. "Miss Clarke, we found video from the night your studio was damaged." Isabella opened the file, and her world stopped. There was Naomi, entering the studio at midnight, destroying the dresses, copying files, smashing USBs. Naomi, her own sister. When Isabella returned home, she showed her parents and Liam the footage. Naomi walked into the living room to find her entire family staring at her with horror. Her mother gasped, "Naomi, what have you done?" Naomi's face drained of color. I can explain." Isabella's voice was steady, broken but powerful. "You tried to ruin my career. You tried to destroy my relationship. You tried to destroy me." Naomi fell to her knees, sobbing uncontrollably. "I was jealous. Everything goes right for you. Everyone loves you more. I was tired of being the failure." Their father shouted, furious. Their mother cried into her hands. Liam apologized to Isabella over and over, realizing Naomi had manipulated him. He held Isabella's hand and promised never to doubt her again. Naomi tried to beg, to justify, to blame stress, depression, anything, but no one listened. There was no excuse. She moved out within a week. Family friends heard the story and cut ties. Naomi's workplace found out and fired her for untrustworthy behavior. Her jealousy had eaten everything, including her own future. Meanwhile, Isabella's story went viral. The designer who rose from sabotage captured the world's attention. Her business blew up. New clients flooded in. She opened her own brand, Clark Atelier, and became more successful than she ever imagined. 1 year later, Isabella stood in her new home studio, sunlight pouring in. Liam, now her fiancé, kissed her forehead and said, "You're the strongest woman I know." Isabella smiled softly and whispered, "Revenge doesn't need rage. Sometimes the truth is enough." Across the city, in a cramped flat, Naomi sat alone, realizing she had destroyed her own life, not because Isabella fought her, but because jealousy burns the person who carries it. And Isabella Clarke. She rose, higher, brighter, unstoppable.